Hi guys, it's me again. So I decided to talk to you a little bit about how I plan to travel. Um, so this is not my first trip abroad. I travel quite a lot, but usually I travel with work. I used to teach English and I travel all the holidays that I have. But this time I'm actually traveling with work. I've just started my coaching business. You're welcome to check it out below in the comments. However, today I wanted to talk about how I pick the locations. You can see right now I'm actually in a house. I booked it through Airbnb, but usually I stay in hostels. As a single traveler, especially female, I find it much safer to travel with a lot more people without actually having friends to travel, you know. So I usually book a hostel, and the most important thing for me is the location. I always pick something that's very central, or that's close to the bus station, train station, because I usually have quite a lot of luggage, unfortunately, including my computer and all the cameras and all of that. That seems that don't take a lot of space. However, they do weigh a lot, for me anyway. So I try to stay quite close to all the public transportation. If you drive, that's a totally different matter, but because I usually take trains, buses, metros, planes of course, or even boats sometimes, so I try to get everything quite central. So the location is number one. Of course, the price, but then again, that's the first criteria that you should pick, you know, your price range per night. Then I would definitely look into reviews. It's not necessarily about what the amount of reviews they have or what's the average rating. It's a lot about the negatives, whether you can deal with them or not. So like I booked a hostel in Japan a while ago, and it was 40 beds in one room, and I was quite scared of that because I thought I will not be able to sleep because it's not going to be quiet. Or safe for that matter, or you know, there is no privacy. However, it was one of the best hostels ever. Of course, it was Japan, so it's very clean. Everyone is very tidy and quiet, and they do follow the rules really well. But also the fact that the hostel itself just gave you a lot of privacy with a curtain. The beds were kind of separated by a wooden wall, so there was a lot more privacy. It kind of felt like I have my own capsule. If you ever stayed in a capsule hostel, that's pretty cool too. So you don't have to be afraid of necessarily something that you feel like it's not going to be comfortable. You need to check what are the negatives that some people write about and whether you can deal with them or not. So for example, for me, it's super important that there is a lot of hot water. I'm quite addicted to hot water in my showers. So if I see a lot of negative comments about water pressure, like there is not hot water or it's hard to figure out how it works, that's a no-no for me. But other people found it totally useless. You know, they spend 3 minutes in their showers and they're ready to go. So if you really need to decide what's important for you and then see if there are any negatives about it. And that's how I pick my hostels. Of course, then you need to check all the attractions, right? If you want to see something in the nature and you're staying right in the city center, it's probably going to be hard to get there and it's going to take you a lot of time. However, if you're a city person, then you should definitely stay right in the city center. Oh, I've got a doggy. I've got a visitor here. Yeah, so that's definitely another thing. Why do I sorry. There's so much noise here. Hey. Hi. Okay, he came to say hi. Right, sorry, there's so much noise here. I'm currently staying in an Airbnb, so it's kind of a house, but there seems to be awfully a lot of cars around, especially for a very quiet residential area. Anyway, so I was talking about hostels, location, reviews, of course the price, no question, Wi-Fi. Funny enough, when I went to Australia, a lot of places had a paid Wi-Fi in the rooms. For me, as a person who travels with internet and who looks for all the directions in bed because I'm really tired after the day of discovering, the internet is so important. So make sure you check that if that's one of your requirements. I personally book mostly through booking.com or Hostel World, but there is a lot more other options for hostels too. If you look for local hostels, that might be even cheaper. It really depends on the place, but for me, I'm kind of just used to the systems. I also get discounts because I'm a seasonal travel. So that's definitely something. The more you travel, the more discounts you get, and that's definitely a positive for a person who likes to travel a lot. I think that's probably about it for now. I guess the other things that you need to check, if there is laundry in the hostel, if you travel for a long time, whether you can cook or have breakfast there. Is there a place for you to keep your food as well? It really depends on the country, so I do suggest for you to read my blog and see if you can find anything that matters to what you're looking for. But in any case, you can always drop me an email and I will try to help you. Thank you for watching. Bye.